Cheat code Spanish.
Once you master the vowel sounds, there are a few other sounds you need to master in Spanish to be understood by native speakers. Now, I'm not going to hold you. The double R or la R is a sound that's very difficult. We're actually going to approach that one in a different course when we talk about accent reduction and native-like acquisition. For this lesson purposes, we're going to deal with what we like to call low-hanging fruit or easy wins. I'm sure you know the Spanish word for the number 3, so go ahead and say it. Did you just say trace? Well, that's actually not correct. Now in Spanish, the T and the R don't kiss. That would be trace. They actually rub together a little bit. All right, so it's tres. Tres. This happens again in the Spanish verb to bring. It's not traer, it's traer. Traer. The list goes on, but just remember, it's not try, it's tra. Tra. One of those Spanish words that we all learn in middle school and high school is the word for shoes. Go ahead and say it for me. Did you just say zapatos? Well, I know it's spelled with a Z, but in Spanish, the Z actually just makes an S sound. So it's not zapatos, it's zapatos. Now, there are regions of Spain where they do use the Z sound, but in most of Latin America, it's zapatos. The Spanish G is a bit of a shapeshifter, but we have a similar thing that happens with the letter G in English. Earlier, you learned the verb to gain, or ganar. So it has that G sound, ganar. But also the word for people, gente. Gente. It has the H sound. This is the same for the letter G when you see it inside of a word as well. The word for intelligence, inteligente. Or the word for long, largo. A lot of people think largo means large, but it just means long. Largo. The Spanish word for all is todo. Now, we have the tendency to pronounce the D inside of a Spanish word like we would in English, but it actually comes out sounding like an R. So instead of saying todo, you end up saying toro. And toro is a bull. It doesn't mean all. So the key to mastering the pronunciation of the Spanish D inside of a word is pronouncing it like the TH, like we have in though or the. Todo. Todo. So the Spanish word for each is cada. Cada. Again, if you pronounce it like the D we have in English, you'll say cara, which means face. Cada. And this is also true for the word for elbow, which is, you guessed it, codo. Codo. Learning this cheat code is actually going to separate you a lot from Spanish language learners because they make those mistakes all of the time. The H in Spanish is always silent. It's like the H in the word honest, honesto. Even English words where we pronounce the H, it would be silent in Spanish, like the word for hotel, hotel. Or the word for hospital, hospital. If you ever heard the Spanish word for to work, it is trabajar. So also the J can make an H sound as well. But remember the TR, it's not trabajar, it's trabajar. Now remember, pronunciation can vary vastly from country to country. It actually can even change from region to region. As you guys all know, the word car in Chicago is pronounced differently from ca in Boston. It is always best in the beginning to learn a neutral version of Spanish and then from there build your own Spanish identity. This is going to be based off the movies that you watch, the podcasts that you listen to, the music that you dance to, and the people that you choose to date. At the end of the day, language acquisition is all about input and output, so choose wisely.
Cheat code Spanish.